Dímelo mi gente, Marcucci here, bringing you another video, and we're going to be discussing Ethena. Ethena is something that had like a huge, not marketing, but I heard about it because Arthur Hayes is kind of like a key investor slash founder, and he really believes in it, and you guys know how much I love Arthur Hayes in this channel. So yeah, let's get right into it. And we're going to be discussing a great news, a partnership that they just recently announced that could be good for some people. Other people say, but I think it's overall pretty good, especially for the crypto market. Anyways, Athena right now is about 30 cents, some 58%, this year. It just came out, and it's really had a rough patch. Right now it's about $792 million in market cap, number 80. Volume, it's number 66, so 107 million. They have a total value locked, and that's good, but it has gone down, and we'll get to that at the end of the video, so stay tuned. Circulating supply is 2.7 billion, and total supply is 15 billion. So a lot of the supply is currently, locked. And the fully diluted market cap is 4.3 billion. So if you take that into account, right now it's probably a top 30 coin. If we're talking about fully diluted market cap. From the all-time high is down 80%. So not what we like to see in this channel. And from the all-time low, it's up 49%. So let's see if it's good or not, and why it's kind of down 80%. So here's the token unlocks. So a lot of it goes to the investors and core contributors, which we obviously do not like in this channel. Only 8.33% goes to an airdrop, and then 40% is on track, 54.99 is locked. And take into account the unlocks happen next year in April. It looks like everything is kind of happening next year in April. So probably the crypto Armageddon is starting between April or March or June, whatever, May. The good thing is though that, I don't know if it's a good thing, but every month after that April 1% of the supply keeps getting unlocked until about 2028. So take that into account. So a huge offload of 2 billion ENA tokens, and then after that it's 1%. So I don't know if that's good or not. We'll see. So Ethena is a synthetic dollar protocol built on Ethereum that will provide a crypto-native solution for money that is not reliant on traditional banking system infrastructure, alongside a globally accessible dollar-denominated savings instrument. So they call it the internet bond. The founders, and this is kind of why I made the video again. So this is wrong. I emailed CoinMarketCap. So Roxanne and Anne, they did start an Athena, but it's a different kind of Athena. The main guy is actually, his name is actually Guy. So Guy Young. Not really much experience in crypto. I'm assuming this is all I could find from him, but he did work at Cerberus Capital Management. And if you go at Cerberus Capital Management, they were founded in 1992, 1,000 employees worldwide, and 69 billion assets under management. So amazing, right? Pretty amazing. So yeah, it's him, and then my main man, Arthur Hayes. So before we get into that, let's go on the holders. Holders right now, it's probably them. So 20% is with a smart contract, 18% another smart so it's just probably all of them. 49,000 holders is not a lot, right? Not that much, but if you see here, decentralization score is 42%, and they have a mint function, so it looks like they can mint more tokens. So always look at these contracts beforehand. This is a great article by Arthur Hayes that everyone should read, but they talk about the risk, and they have various different risks, and I want to talk about the risk before almost anything, especially because this is kind of like a, if I don't want to compare them, but if you Tether mixed with like Terra Luna, maybe it's they're trying to be, in the stablecoin kind of game. So they have an exchange counterpart risk, and they say Ethena is not decentralized, nor is it intended to be. So at least they're upfront about that. I personally don't like it that much, but at least they have control of where the project goes. So that is a positive. And then we see here Tether. And so they have negative funding, and they've solved this, and we'll get into that later. They also have a smart contract risk if there's like any bugs, growth limitations. So they have a lot of kind of risk that obviously you need to take into account. So that's pretty much it. And I wanted to show you something funny. So how does it work? So Ethena is synthetically backed fiat crypto dollar. So ETH equals Ether, ST ETH equals the Lido one that we already went over. ETH equals ST ETH. So, this is kind of how they do it. And USDE is a stablecoin issued by Ethena that aims to be pegged to 1-to-1 with USD. So that's pretty much it. Respect was it? So this is the funny part. For all those misguided Tether futsters, I want to be crystal clear. Tether is not a financial fraud, nor is Tether lying about its reserves. Also, I have the utmost respect for those who fund it and operate Tether. With all due respect, Ethena is going to rock Tether. So they are basically trying to compete. And for good reason. There is a lot of money that goes into that. I think Tether makes like $65 million per employee, more than any single bank out there. So this is kind of, it's kind of the same. But what I wanted to go into is the sad part. And the sad part is that you as users are not able to access the application. So if you're in the US, I tried using a VPN and it wasn't letting me. So the APY for SUSDE is 10.6%. At the beginning of the year, I will say it was way higher. So I don't know what kind of happened. Probably, since not many people are interacting, they can't give out that high fees, or unless it, it's not going to be sustainable, and, a death spiral can happen. So this is their ecosystem. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 20, so 24, 80, 83 apps or integrations within their ecosystem. So that's pretty amazing. And also they are backed by Dragonfly, Binance, Bybit, OKX, Fidelity, Franklin Templeton. So a lot of big players, right? And a huge thing happened. Huge thing happened. And that's that they had partnered up with BlackRock, so to build kind of like another stablecoin, I guess, or it's called USTB. So USTB will be fully backed by BlackRock's build in partnership with Securitize, enabling a separate fiat stable product alongside USDE. So this is kind of why people were angry, or not angry, but this is kind of one of their biggest concerns. If for whatever reason there's like negative funding, Ethena built this, just in case, to kind of like hedge, I guess. So that's pretty good, right? Obviously partner with BlackRock. People kind of like it, kind of don't, but it is what it is. So this is basically their end game. So they want to, this is their roadmap. I'll link it in the description. I kind of don't want to go over all of it, but what does it take to create a 100 billion business or protocol in crypto. So they say money, network, and exchange. And they're kind of in the forefront of all those things, right? So they kind of want to mix everything. Let's see if they can do it. This is a YouTube video that kind of like explains everything that I kind of went into today, but in larger detail, like it's an hour or something, but it's pretty good. So I recommend you guys watch it. So my favorite part of the video, and you know, if I was to invest in this project, which I currently don't, I would look at the revenues, and they since launch, so since like January, or basically since last year, let's say since January, they have generated over $124 million in fees, and revenue is $66.85 million. I will say though, it has remained stagnant since June. So you see how fees continue to go up and up and up and up and up and up, and revenue seems to be, not even moving. Still at 66.85 million since July. So that's kind of concerning. I do really want to understand why. I couldn't really find any information on it, but we see here also total value locked. It has also gone down, and it started kind of going down once revenue started to disappear. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it, right? So all-time high was about like 3.6 billion. Now it's at 2.5 billion. So that's always something to take into concern. And developers, they don't really need that many developers. I'm assuming everything is kind of like finished, unless they have to like hire like one or two to kind of finish this job and this other job. So, and also the last but not least, I want to see total value lock and its competitors. So Lido is number one, Avi. This one, I'm not gonna say, I'm not gonna comment, but just search it up, and apparently they're investigating a transaction, which they are currently one of the holders of that wallet. So anyways, Ethena is number 14, and when it was like at its peak, it was in the top 10. So it kind of fell off to the top 10. Not really good, but so what do I think? Do I think it's gonna go up or down? I trust Arthur Hayes a lot, but I don't know, I don't know if that valuation is kind of worth it. He does say in the article that Ondo obviously is one of the competitors. We already went over in this channel, and Ondo is trading like a ridiculously high valuation too. So why can't Ethena do it? In the long run, I do believe it could probably go up. I don't know if it can compete with Tether, but I do think it has a lot of potential. Definitely a top 10 coin. Obviously, I'm not gonna, after what happened with USDT and Terra and everything like that, I don't really want to comment on these like stable coins, because there is a lot of money, but it is really, really risky, right? So I will say it is a top 100 coin without a doubt, and I personally do see it going up, but I do also see a lot of competition in this space. So, and the circulating supply is still really low compared to the total supply. So this, maybe in 2030, this could be a really, really great coin. But for now, I see it either remaining the same, maybe going back to $1 billion in market cap, but probably nothing, nothing too high, right? At least wait until, we see like the token unlocks and everything that takes it. And obviously, use the protocol. If you like the protocol and it's making you good money, then definitely, do invest if you may so choose to do so. Anyways, intrigued to your thoughts, please let me know what you think about the video. And as always, please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. And I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.